All right, fitting punishment. I was just talking about how much I really enjoyed Judy, You're Not Yourself today, and we are going to be moving on to one I thought was pretty lame. Fitting punishment. Wow. Okay. So this kid moves into a funeral home with like his uncle, and his uncle's a total cheap ass prick fuck face who just takes advantage of this kid at every turn and is cutting every corner to save money. You can't use the water, electricity. He has to sleep on a freaking a slab in this guy's freaking upstairs place. He doesn't get a bed. He doesn't get it. This guy's like the cheapest son of a bitch ever. His name is Ezra. I have to point that out. As a Star Wars fanatic from Star Wars Rebels, no one gives a shit who watches my channel, but I care, okay? So you're just gonna have to sit through it. He uses water instead of embalming fluid. He's so fucking cheap. And then he gets mad at this kid, so he beats him with a crowbar and then tells him to get up and to stop being a wimp and all this. It's like, you just beat that kid with a fucking crowbar. Now, the way he kills him is by throwing a basketball at him and knocking him down the stairs. And I'm like, oh, no, okay? We will not be having no basketball death scene, okay? That belongs solely to Deadly Friend from Wes Craven. I'm not a fan of that movie almost at all, but that basketball kill, is smashing head, if you've ever seen it, it's one of the greatest kills ever in history. It's so fucking gnarly looking. The head just explodes. Reminds me of like a Scanner's head explosion. It's crazy. Or Maniac, you know, the shotgun through the... It's that level of awesome. So if you haven't seen, for some reason, the basketball head, just Google it, YouTube it. You can watch the movie. It's fine. I'm just not a big fan of it. That kill alone makes the whole film worthwhile. See, I'm going to talk more about Deadly Friend, which I'm not even a big fan of because of how much there really isn't anything to talk about in this fucking episode. He kills the kid, and then not only does he saw off his legs to put him into the cheap fucking pine box that he bought to try to get out of it for the guy who ordered oak. Even though the kid was like, I told you it was oak, and don't you lie to me, boy. And so that's why he beats him with the crowbar. He has to saw his leg off so he'll fucking fit in there. But also he then goes and checks his teeth for gold and ridicules him for being, you know, even more of a burden in death because he's too tall to fit in the casket and he doesn't have any gold to steal. This guy is seriously one of the worst characters ever. He's just so one-dimensionally fucking awful. But it makes for some kind of comedy. At least I laughed a little bit. And then what stalks him is the feet come down the steps first and then down another set or whatever. I think it says. Yeah, like the ones in the house and then the ones that are outside, like the storm shutter doors or whatever. The kid comes down on his crutches without feet. So the feet are coming and then the kid is coming and the kid takes... It's silly. It's such a silly scene. It's like, what are the feet gonna do? Like why are the feet coming separately? Like... I don't get that. That's stupid. I'm sorry. I just found that to be silly. Like his feet are coming for... I don't know. It just didn't work for me. But yeah, this was just a very like obvious... Like this guy's mean to this kid. He kills him. He comes back from the grave and he kills him. Like it's so basic. It's so simple. It just didn't feel creative at all. They just made this guy horrible and he deserved it and got the revenge. And it was over, and it was so uneventful for me. But anyway, all right, guys.